Hi, welcome to Born for Homeschool. I'm Rachel Bourne. Here at Born for Homeschool, we share tips and tricks, information, and encouragement to simply support your homeschool. In my last video, I shared the beginning steps of how I prepare and plan for the next school year. I will leave a link in the description box below if you'd like to watch that video. And today I wanted to show you the next step I take in planning out our homeschool year, and that is to set up my homeschool planner. So in order to set up my homeschool planner, I like to have a few things on hand. And the first thing, obviously, is my planner. I like to use just a simple blank dot planner. The one I chose for this year comes as one of a set of 3 off of Amazon. It was super affordable, and I love the ability to customize and personalize and set up the planner exactly how I want it. And so I like just having blank pages with dots for all of my charts and lines and everything else. So that's what I prefer to use. Also, I like to have on hand pens, and if you've been around this channel very long, you know I love myself some colored pens. So I also have a black pen and pencil handy for my planner, a ruler, and I have sticky notes, multiple sizes of sticky notes, small, medium, and then I love the large lined ones, especially for making lists on the pages of my planner. Bookmark tabs for easily flipping through different sections. Also, maybe if I wanted to mark some of the books or curriculum that I'm looking through, I like to have those handy for that. And I like to have washi tape for just fun decorations. And last but certainly not least, I love having book darts handy. If you guys have never seen book darts, you totally need to check them out. They are so fun to use while you're setting things up or marking book pages. They're so fun. So now that we've walked through all the supplies that I like to use, let's talk about getting started on our homeschool planner. So before we crack open the blank pages and start filling it in with all things beautiful and fun and enchanting for the year, I just wanted to share really quickly a few things that I've been thinking about as far as a purpose for a planner. Because sometimes when I'm filling in the blanks, it's a little bit easy for me to lose sight of the fact that I really am trying to build a tool that is helpful and functional for me. As I put my planner together today, think through how you can make it functional for you and convenient for you and helpful to you, because your brain will work differently from mine. The way that you think and the way that you plan and the things that you're planning to do will all be very different. And yet I think you also will benefit from sitting down and planning out your year. And a couple of the benefits that come from putting together a planner is, the first benefit is it gives you a bird's eye view of your year. And maybe you have a curriculum that already maps it all out for you and it already has the planner completely done. Then you might not need to sit down and take the time to write out a planner. Because I'm more of a eclectic homeschooler, I need to have something to help me keep things organized and thought out. So that's the first benefit of having a planner. And the second is that as I am planning and looking at the curriculum and planning out our time, and taking the time to sit down and look ahead, it helps me to be excited about this coming year. So I encourage you to set aside some time for planning. I know time is super precious, but this is a really, really important piece of homeschooling. So don't miss out on the benefits of taking some time to plan ahead for your year. So let's crack open this beauty and fill in the blank pages and plan out the school year. Let's get started. All right, so the very first page, I like to have a calendar for the year. And I just start it in July of 2021 and I will end it in June of 2022. So my first page now contains the last 6 months of 2021 and the first 6 months of 2022. So the next page I will make into a year at a glance, so that I can just jot down any important dates for the month. So here is our year at a glance and just the beginning with July of 2021 and going then through June of 2022. And I will put important dates on here, things like birthdays or holidays, Thanksgiving. So here is the year at a glance that I then will use to keep track of the important special holidays, birthdays, things that will come up throughout the months. So then the next page, I am going to write down my mission for our homeschool and then the goals that I want to keep just at the forefront of my mind for the kids and for our homeschool year this year. So I have our mission and our goals here on this side, on the right side, and then on the left side, this year I'm going to write down our individual goals for each child. All right, you guys, so after our mission and goals, I am going to start our schedule, planning out our schedule. So in order to do this, I will usually just make a schedule and routine page here. This is where these long lined Post-its come in handy. I'll just stick this here on this page and I will start writing down ideas of how I would like our school days to go. So I will do just ideas for loop. I'll just put looping ideas. And what is glorious about this is ideas. So like I have a bunch of ideas, but then if it doesn't work out or if I need to change something, I can certainly just change it or with another lined note. Or I can, once we get it down and this is what we really want to do for the year, or this is what's working really well for now, then I can just fill in the page if I want to. That's what I will do for this page. I will just start with the time of day that I think we're gonna start, or even just the routine of how I want to work through our school day. And after our schedule and routine page is my prepare for success. So these are just a few things that I have on my list of things that I need to do here yet before the school year begins. After my list of things that I want to get done to prepare for our school year, this page is going to be the beginning of our curriculum. So this is just going to be our school plan and curriculum log for this year, like the basics of what I'm planning for the school year. This just kind of gives me an overview of our year. These are notes that I have from my planning sheet. So this will just be the spread of what we're doing at a glance for our school plan and curriculum. So this is the beginning of our curriculum section. And by curriculum, science, human body. It doesn't have a specific curriculum, but that's the unit study of what we're going to study for science for the year. So after here, our main summary page of our school plan and curriculum log, I then just take some pages to walk through the subjects. Here's Bible and my plan for the year, what I'm planning to do for memorization, some to-do tasks that I have just here on a sticky note, and then just walking through the next subject, English, which is reading and spelling, some read aloud ideas for the year, spelling, what we're planning to do for that, and then here, more English. This is our grammar curriculum, and I am a very visual person, and so I love to have a grid of how many lessons there are, and as we work through the lessons, it's nice for me to kind of see our progress throughout the year. It just gives me a good visual picture of where we are and where I was hoping to be at the end of the year. And then our math, same thing as far as just mapping out the lessons that we have, and then we'll just work through our next subject, which is social studies, and I will map out the curriculum for that, and just gives me a bird's eye view of what we will be studying for that specific subject and what that will look like for our school year. And next is art. And I have tons of ideas for art for this year. So I'm not 100% set on what we're doing, but I'm just going to start writing down ideas. So when going through the subject of art, I pull out a lot of our resources and games and the curriculum that I have or that I want to do or that I have available to do, and then I just start filling it all in, all of the ideas here on the page, and I will start thinking about it and looking through it and looking for inspiration as I plan the year. All right, so after the last pages of our curriculum, I'm going to do a page for enrichment. Okay, so here for enrichment, I think that poetry could actually be part of art. However, I'm just leaving it here in enrichment for now because that's where I'm going to put it. I have some field trip ideas, and then I'm just going to start thinking through all of the things, the resources that I have for this year that go along with the things that we're studying. I'm also going to make a page for book lists and reading lists, and I also want to make one in the back for myself. So after my enrichments page and my books page, I like to start weekly tracking. I'm just going to draw out a week so that I can track and plan in my weekly planner. So as you can see, my process is just taking all of the thoughts and ideas and plans and wishes and dreams and hopes and resources and everything else and filling in the pages to get ready for the school year. Everything that could happen or might happen or maybe will happen, just filling in the pages. And in the coming weeks, I will continue to fill in the pages and write down my notes and finalize plans. Just looking forward to a really good school year. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love for you to leave a comment below and tell me what is something that I've completely missed. What is one resource that I should totally have thought out or planned for this year? So leave me a comment below, and thanks so much for watching today. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you again in the next video.